Hi lovely souls, my name's Renee and welcome back to... Oh, I seem to be breaking everything today. Let's try that again without the destruction. Hello lovely souls, my name's Renee and welcome back to Natural Mystic. Today we're going to talk about the pendulum. Now, the pendulum is such a great tool. It's such a great divination tool because it's easy to access. It doesn't involve a lot of meditation and time out and all those type of things that people find so difficult when they first start connecting up and connecting to messages and the divine and all those type of things. So the thing with the pendulum is it's on top of being cheap and easy to access, you can also make your own at home. And it can be something as simple as a ring. A ring's a really good idea, or a piece of jewelry, something that's a weight, and suspend it from something about 12 centimeters long with a knot at the top. And why I was saying a ring's great is because your energy is imprinted into it. So you're already bonded with your tool that you'll be using. So it won't take long for the connection to start and for you to feel comfortable getting these messages. If not, you can go out and buy a pendulum, and these, they usually cost under anywhere between $5 to $20. I specifically use a silver one because I love the energy that comes from sterling silver. There are crystal ones, I've seen copper, there are so many available. Don't get too overwhelmed though, there is a lot of choice. Let your gut lead you. So when you're out and you may stand in the store and they have them hanging up, like lengths long of them, let your gut lead you, let your eyes lead you. Wherever you're led to and that's where you've gone, pick it, take it. It's meant for you. And if you do get it home and you're not connecting, that's okay. Keep going until you find what you connect with. Now, when you do get your pendulum and you get it home, take some time to bond with it. Really build a rapport. So, oh, whoops. Even now, I still carry my pendulum around with me, and I've had this a while. I just like knowing it's with me, and also I find it helps keep my energy imprinted on it. You can use it as like a fidget spinner, just hold it in your hands, play with it, move it from side to side. It's nothing specific, it's more just, the more time you spend with something, the more bonded you are. And as I said earlier, it's imprinting your energy on it. It's becoming a part of you. And that is how the pendulum works. It works because it's connected to your subconscious. When we access information that is outside of our worldly senses, we're actually tapping into our subconscious, which is a direct link to the divine. So when we use the pendulum, we're tapping into our subconscious, and that's tapping into the truth of everything that exists, basically. And that's where we're getting our information from. So that's why when you do get it home and you do build the connection and you do connect up to your subconscious, it's also really important that you clear your pendulum so that the energy going through it is clear and it's a clear channel to help you get the messages that you're looking for. So we've got it home, we've connected with it, and we've cleared it. Now it's time to, I keep knocking something under here. Now it's time to start working with it. And you can be as extra with this as you want, or you can just keep it really simple. So you can just simply ask show me a yes. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this clearly, but show me a yes, show me a no, show me a maybe. And you can then sit with your pendulum and hold it still and ask for those. Hold the question in your head, hold your intention in your head. Try and keep your mind clear so we tap into the subconscious, and just wait for the answers to come once you've figured out what the yes, no, and maybe is. Now, a lot of people who are sort of on the fence about pendulums or even how they work will say things like, oh, I seen their arm twitch, or I seen their muscle move. And that's because pendulum works a lot like muscle testing or even lie detectors. It's our subconscious moving our body or making our body react in ways to truth. And that's pretty much what the pendulum does. So and then if you'd like to get a little bit more extra, you can do things like, and I just scribbled this up before I'm including spirit in this too now. So I just scribbled this up before I started filming, and it's just a simple yes, no, and maybe. And having a center point's great, so you hold it. Oh, this is working out well, isn't it? So we hold it, obviously if this was flat, over the top, and wait for it to swing to where it needs to go. And you can then, if you've got questions that are more specific than a yes and a no, you can also do a separate board for whatever that question is in the moment. You know, should I start, I don't know, dance lessons this week? Should I dye my hair bright green? You know, and then hold it over and wait for it to swing. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Wait for it to swing where it's supposed to go. So obviously you'd be like, should I dye my hair bright green? Is a yes or a no. Should I start dance lessons or swimming lessons? You might want to choose between the two. So you let it just swing to where it needs to go there. Now, pendulums, you can get so creative with what you can use them for. I check sometimes if I'm not sure. I check to see if my crystals are need charging. I sometimes use it to remove energy. So if it's moving, and I'll sort of douse the energy out of the thing that I'm trying to, I keep losing my train of thought. You're doing really well if you're still watching. So let's say we get a yes and it needs cleansing. I'll sometimes douse the energy out with my pendulum. I also use my pendulum quite heavily when I do Reiki. So if I'm practicing Reiki and it's not distant Reiki, and I have the person laying in front of me, what I'll do is I'll just work my way down all their chakras. And what I'm looking for as I'm doing this is I'm going to stop on each one, and I want it to spin whichever way it chooses. So I'll start at the crown chakra, and if I get a clockwise motion and it starts swinging like smoothly, then I'll work my way down, or I can start at the root and work my way up. I usually just go where I'm guided. And I want the pendulum to be swinging the same way over each chakra and very smoothly. It can swing as wide as it wants or as small as it wants, which also gives me an indication of how open or closed this chakra is. But what I'm doing is getting the energy flow going through it. Now I also do the hands and feet when I'm working with this as well. Now, if the person isn't with you and you want to do this distantly, or you'd like to just do yourself and you can't reach all the hard to reach places, you can set up a line of crystals for each heart chakra, like for instance, your heart, third eye. You know, they can directly relate to the colors, or you can just have the intention behind it. Or, and I knocked this one up just now as well, so it may look like a 5-year-old done it, but I'm sure you'll get the gist of what it is. It does look like a gingerbread man, doesn't it? So, and then with each of the chakras, and then you hold it over with the intention. And then sometimes it's good to use the colors. So you sort of, it just helps your subconscious to really find the direction you're pointed in. But you don't have to be that extra. It's really important to know if you don't do all that, it still works just the same. And I just hold that over my gingerbread man, and I go up through the chakras, and as well with the hands and feet. So there is so much you can do with your pendulum, and I really advise that you just get one and experiment. Now, I don't know if I've spoke about this already, when it comes to clearing your chakra, there's some things you can do, like you can sage it, you can put it on top of some selenite, you can just clear it with intention. I'd like this pendulum to be cleared of energy, and I'd like it to bring me divine truth to all the questions I ask. You can set it out in the sun to re-energize and recharge. You can set it under the moon to clear it. You can basically treat it as you would your crystals. I would advise that you just get one and experiment and see where you go. It might not be a tool that you're drawn to often, but it's definitely a good place to start. What else is there? Is there something else I should say? I think, and this is going to be a very short, well, not very short, I've hit 7 minutes now, but this is going to be a shorter video than usual because it's just so simple, and I can't stress enough to just give it a go. Like I said, if you have to, if you need to, or if you want to, make your own one at home. But thank you so much for watching and getting through to the end of the video. I am really enjoying making these videos, and I'm really enjoying sharing little tips and tricks and all the knowledge that I've had and wisdom that I've had swirling around in my head up until this point, and sort of driven my family mad with as I've shared information they're probably not that interested in. So if you'd like more videos, or you'd like videos on something in specific, just comment below. Comment below what it is you'd like to know more about, and I can film away and hopefully give you some insight into the information you're looking for. So please like, please subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.